Christina from Creations with Christina. Welcome back to my craft room. Today I'm going to be working on some craft room organizing, specifically my tool drawer. That drawer has just kind of gotten where I'm just throwing stuff in and I'm not really organizing things, so we need to get that organized. I'm also going to be working on another project using these pegboards over here, and you'll see a video hopefully if we can make this happen. Scott and I are not very handy, so we're going to give it a try and see if we can make it work. So you might see a video. If you don't see a video, it's probably because we didn't make it work. But anyway, we're going to be working on my tool drawer today. So I went to Michael's and I picked up a couple of these project bins by Recollections. They are 8 inches by 7 inches by 2 1/4 inch. And these are great for my drawers because my drawers are not very deep. And I just wanted to keep something and have something that I can keep things that have multiple parts to it. I've got so much stuff in that drawer, like my fuse tool, which has multiple parts to it. I have my punch boards, my crocodile, my corner rounders, and so many other things that I just wanted to get that drawer a little bit more organized so that it's easy for me just to pull out my fuse tool by grabbing the case rather than having to search around in the bottom of the drawer for one of those little tiny metal heads that go on the fuse tool that may have rolled out and is on the bottom of the drawer. I also picked up these little dividers. This is that was upside down. This is by Iris. It is a 6 3/8 by 4 1/4 by 2 1/4 inch caddy, and it has dividers inside. So I can either do this so that I am having 2 sections to organize, or I can add these little dividers and make inserts in here so that I can kind of divide up one of these sections. I don't think, it's only one side that you can divide. You can't do it on both sides. So I bought this so I can do things that even have more parts and be able to store them in the drawer. I cleaned off my desk and I'm going to take everything out of my drawer and put it on my desk and start going through and organizing all of the stuff that's in that drawer. I laid everything out of my desk and I have it all kind of sorted. I have things like extra tools, punches, my fuse tool, all my stuff for my happy jig. I have punch boards over here. I have more punch boards over here, including my punch board for your making pages in your planners. I have my new foil quill, and then I have my 1, 2, 3 punch board over there. What I need to do now is start putting all of this into containers. Like I said, I separated everything just to make it a little bit easier, and we're going to go ahead and start putting this together. Mostly everything fit in here. I took the bins, they can stack too high, so I put the ones that I'm not going to access the most. So down here I have all of my smaller punches, and then I put my fuse tool on top. And then I have over on this side, I have all those miscellaneous tools like the extra scissors and stuff like that in this one. And then I have my Happy Jig supplies in here. And then in the front, I have my foil quill, and on the very bottom, I put the punch board for the planner pages. So the ones that are not used the most are down in the bottom. I put my larger punches right up in the front here. I have my 2 tag punches back here. I took all of my little blades that are for my punch boards and put them inside one of the little containers along with any instruction manuals I had. I have my corner rounder here, my crocodile, and my big bite crocodile. And then I also have in here down the bottom, or in the front, I have my happy jig right here along with my little tool for cleaning out dies, because that's one I reach for the most, so I left it right towards the front. Now that my tool drawer is nice and organized, I was able to get everything back in here with the exception of my punch boards, but those punch boards are kind of awkward, so I needed a new place to put them. My next job, and if anybody has any great storage ideas or solutions for this, I'd love to know. Because as you can see, I have my large Cricut mat here. I have my larger mat, which should not be leaning like this. It's kind of gotten warped. So I'm gonna have to probably put this out and lay it flat on the ground to get it so it's not warped anymore, but I don't have a really good storage solution. My intention for this cabinet was always to keep this kind of stuff in here. And I've got things like my cutting mats for both my Cricut and my Cameo. I have my larger scoreboard, a regular cutting mat, and so on. So I thought that maybe I can also find a storage solution for also keeping my punch boards in here. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'm hoping that I can come up with an easy solution that doesn't involve any kind of woodworking, because like I said, we're not handy. We do what we can and try to work it out, and if it doesn't work, then I call my brother. But we any ideas, especially for something that's going to keep things higher and taller, so that I can keep these things all stored and not that they get warped. All right, that is my storage and organization of my tool drawer and maybe a future project over here. Stay tuned for another project that I'm going to be working on and kind of redoing one of the walls here in my craft room. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye!